just to hit the studio. Now me and steak and shrimp.
Yeah, you gotta catch your shirt playoff.
Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
The only thing I do is hit your share button again and say stop share play.
I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just want to be stable, tell my family we made it.
I'm already broadcast, just going to the party, you'll see the camera beside my name.
These bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanted data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
He's going to air one out.
Oh,
And
man,
this
I
throw will
threw
be
it too early.
intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that two AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Watson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4, first time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And, yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England. But it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of.
It certainly is. And just think about your chief weapons coming back. Saw what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah, chief weapons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill will be back. Travis Kelce will be back. Of course, Mahomes is the quarterback. The defense will need some work, though. They've got to get better against the run. Gave up way too many yards in that category. They've got to get back to their elite levels in takeaway numbers, something that's dropped off the last couple of seasons. But they started to make some corrections there. We'll be talking about Kansas City for years to come.
Yeah, that rush defense, 27th in the league, so certainly something to shore up before next season. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace! So! Z!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Chris Conley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that stink.
Blitz coming in.
Yeah, I get something real.
Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come back, come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
You want to see Tyler Tex?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Because she text me.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Believe me, your family got what they, if they can't get in contact with you on the next person to go to.
For and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace. Check 50, check 50.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace. 36, 36.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll leave this for Ware. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ace, ace.
I often have to go.
again, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Richmond.
Somebody outside.
Reset.
Here's Watson now on second down. His throw incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, we have a second, Charles. The Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, where you go? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Left. Ace. I got you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had two excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had two huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, it's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Right.
Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
Look at this play right here. Look at this play.
You got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
He gonna run the ball.
He gonna Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Philly Sports halftime report. Coach?
Wide receiver. It's simple.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
And that was Fufu did. He got 1 good touchdown. That's not what's going on, Tay. I said, shit.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Well,
so here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Somebody gonna sit, listen. Somebody gonna sit on top of him every damn time.
Picked off
They're
at the
gonna sit on
30.
top of him.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But you and I both know it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Somebody please call me.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Oh, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by...
Ty, don't quit, Ty. Ty, don't quit. Don't quit, Ty. Rashad, you seen how I spanked that baby? Yo, let me smell that stuff. What you putting this around the house?
No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs will lick the swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don cut it.
I smell one on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Okay, we got Nick Chubb. Okay, I know we got Nick Chubb. We might finna beat this baby, boy. We're gonna spank this baby. What? We got Brashard. Boy, we finna get that. Boy, we finna get down on you, boy. We finna get down on you. I'm gonna show you something. It ain't the team, it's the player. I'm gonna show you something. He might not score a touchdown. Oh shit. I feel that, yeah. I'm gonna show you something. I'm going back up off here.
On first down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah, he decent.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I already got one sitting on top of the median.
Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, He's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Forced out to his left, and his pass incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, the 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
I'm a teacher and beat you at the same time.
Following the interception, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'll put it. Smoking, sipping, drink.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
I might get more sacks this game because the Browns' offensive line is so fucking dookie.
They go play action. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers
So what now?
as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Because I'm broadcasting, so it'll, like if I'm broadcasting, it'll go on TV.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. so the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
Say what now?
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, and no
first.
one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL?
Sure.
You just mentioned they went 7-8-1. They won 16 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down
here. A new episode came back on the route game.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack.
A new episode of the route game came back.
And that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
When Jermaine Dupri trying to find him, find him another ball wall, basically.
Play fake.
Rashad was asking what the route game was.
And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
Like the last 2 seasons been kind of
now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
No, it came on last night. Don't it come on every Friday, right? Just going that B's out.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Slow-ass wide receivers. It's all good. Yeah. What you gonna do, Ty?
And how about this?
Say what?
And long, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah. Why not?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
Go deep with Julio right now. Anybody sitting on top of him right now.
The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help them in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
This play action right here, Rashad. You teach you this play action play right here.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
On second down, Freeman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Yeah.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. first down. They'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles Chubb, heck of a rookie season, but do you think it bothers him that he had 996 yards?
I'll guarantee you it bothers him. It reminds me of a runner by the name of Dave Hampton, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, who actually went over 1,000 yards in a 14-game season. They gave him the game ball, stopped the game, and applauded for him. And then he took another carry and lost yardage and finished the season at 996 yards and never came close to 1,000 again.
But still, though, Nick Chubb, great season, finishing 10th in the league in rushing as a rookie.
And don't forget his signature run against the Atlanta Falcons, 92 yards for a touchdown.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Go on, cinema. That's why I always watch it on cinema.
And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Huh?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Who bought that KFC in there?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it
That's
goes.
a light skin when I was sitting down. Why you say that?
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Skirts by him at the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 59 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Yeah.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So did he leave?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield on play action. Buying time to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 34 yards, and the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 22 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Rashad.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Detroit! Over!
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 68 yards.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it.
Hold on real quick, Ty. You said what? You said what?
in the end zone.
Let go, Tay. Rashad. Unplug your headset. I know, that's why I said unplug it. Hey there, Lester. How you doing, sugar?
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Gun!
Mayfield with it once more. And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And this one is right through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep right, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion.
Watch him now, Barney.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense.
I'm going to blow this man out.
The second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Forced out to his bad time. Finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Barney.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, 62 yards. And the Browns have moved down in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that.
Yeah.
Bottom line, he's really good.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. On second down, Ryan flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
You're going to make me start a route.
To knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm going to bring some heat this time now.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll get it up the middle. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First down, Mayfield. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.